Welcome back to the channel. We are just finishing up our 9-day experience here on the beaches of Crystal Beach, Texas. And thought I'd run by and just tell you a couple things that we liked about it, some of the things that we didn't like about it. One of the first things that we liked about it is it's really easy to get to. You can turn right off of 87 on Retention Road. It runs about a quarter mile. You're right down on the beach. When you enter the beach, you can either go to the left, and that is the free camping side, or you go to the right, and then that is the permit. So in order to get the permit, you can stop at any local business. It's $10. It's good for the year. So before you come down to the beach, just stop and grab you one of that, and that'll give you access to all 27 miles of beach. So it's well worth it. Like I said, 10 bucks. So we are actually camping on the permitted side, and typically we've been running about 10 neighbors over a mile stretch. So you can see that we are all pretty far apart. I'll show you where my closest neighbor is. He's way down there, and then going on the other way, he's way down there. The one big concern that we had, we stayed at one of the local campgrounds for 2 weeks before we come down on the beach, and one of the things that everybody in there was saying is, oh, you're going to be swept away. The sea's going to come in, it's going to sweep you away. I'm going to tell you right now, it never even got close to us. And see if I can even see it. Yes. So you can see that dark line right there. That's all the higher the ocean ever come in, and that was at high tide. Now there is debris all up in here. They are starting to sweep that. This has been here for a while, so I don't know if they did have some, I think they had a hurricane coming, so this could have been all shoved up from that. So that's some of the positives that we have. To me, the biggest negative that we have of this beach is the lack of respect for the property that people give this area. You cannot imagine that, you know, this is free camping. This is free camping, you know, and there's debris all over the place, and it's just not here. We went through Ocala National Forest and we did some off-roading there, and I could not believe, I bet we could not go 100 feet without seeing beer cans, glass bottles. I know the 2.5 hours we drove around in Ocala, you always seen it. And it's like, people, we're going to lose this ability to do this if you don't pick up after yourself. And it's no different here. We come here, I thought, well, maybe beach camping, you know, it might be a little different. No. I've watched a couple of adults, there's 4 adults come with tent. They probably never camped before in their life. They just thought it'd be something quick to do. They come out with tents, they had nothing to cook with. I watched him go into a farmer's field, break down limbs off of his tree, and bring it back and try to burn it. It didn't burn. It's still wet, people. So what'd they do? They got frustrated and left. When they left all their trash, blew up into the dunes. They left their cooking equipment that they had, which looked like it was just bought. So I mean, there's things like that. Another con that I have about this beach in particular is it's a 14-day stay limit, which I'm fine with. You know, our tanks, we can only go about 9 days before our tanks are full. So I mean, I'm cool with that. But there is people here taking advantage of the system. There's at least 3 people, 1 tenter and 2 campers, that have been here for the 3 weeks that we've been in this area. The one camper is actually building a front porch on his camper. So He's not planning on leaving anytime soon. The other one, the tent camper, he looks like he's a panhandler, and he gets up in the morning, he goes over to Galveston, panhandles all day, comes back here and sleeps in the evening. And the other one is over on the free side, and I don't know about them. So they're a mile and a half away from us. Don't pay much attention to him. So them are the two biggest cons that I have about this area. The trash and the people staying longer than what they're supposed to. It just wrecks it for everybody else. But as far as sleeping on the beach, we got peaceful sleep every night. There was one on Friday night, I think it was. Some people had like some sand rails, and they was racing them up and down a little bit, and that's fine. By 10 o'clock they was already done, loaded back up. And so like I said, it's a free beach. Everybody's out here to do their own thing, and you can do your own thing. They just want you to do it safely. It does have a lot of shells that you can go out and pick. We've picked up some pretty decent shells that wasn't broke or anything. A lot of walking area. So I know this is just kind of like a little rambling of our adventure here. Oh, as far as power, we do have, as you can see there on the corner, so right back there, we do have a 3,500 watt generator. We have fortunately only had to use that 2 days. There was a pretty big storm system that come through, and we had clouds, so we wasn't able to charge our batteries back up with solar. So we had to turn on the generator. Now we do have 400 watts of solar on top, and I had 400 watts of ground panels set out. And with the Texas sun in March, we had plenty of power to run everything inside the camper except for our air conditioner. We can't run our air conditioner on solar. So that's kind of my little review of our first camp on the beach. We definitely will come back. We've already talking about coming back. We'll probably be back in about 7 months. Hopefully the city of Crystal Beach does not get fed up with everybody leaving their trash and shut it down to free camping, because it was a very enjoyable experience. So, well, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I gotta finish picking up everything on the outside, and then we are heading someplace in Louisiana. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. We are going to be putting out more content, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.